Ever felt like you've lost your way on your spiritual journey? Do you sometimes struggle to maintain a connection with your inner self and higher purpose? If so, you're not alone. Many people find it challenging to stay true to their spiritual path in the hustle and bustle of daily life. But don't worry, in this video, we'll explore practical ways to help you stay aligned and centered. Let's start by understanding what a spiritual path really means. A spiritual path is a personal journey of growth, self-discovery, and connection to something greater than ourselves. It's unique to each individual and can take many forms. For some, it might involve traditional religious practices, while for others, it could be a more personal exploration of meaning and purpose in life. Whatever form it takes, a spiritual path is about developing a deeper understanding of yourself and your place in the universe. It's important to recognize when you might be veering off your spiritual path. Some common signs include feeling disconnected from your inner self, experiencing a lack of purpose or meaning in your daily activities, or struggling with negative emotions like anxiety, frustration, or emptiness. You might notice that you're constantly stressed, or that your actions no longer align with your values. These feelings can manifest in various ways, such as difficulty concentrating, loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed, or a general sense of unease. Staying aligned with your spiritual path is crucial for your overall well-being and life satisfaction. When you're in alignment, you'll likely feel more peaceful, purposeful, and fulfilled. You may notice improved relationships, increased creativity, and a greater ability to handle life's challenges. Spiritual alignment can also lead to better physical health, as it often reduces stress and promotes positive lifestyle choices. One of the most effective ways to stay on your spiritual path is through regular self-reflection. This involves taking time to check in with yourself and assess your thoughts, feelings, and actions. You might set aside a few minutes each day for quiet contemplation or journaling. Ask yourself questions like, am I living in accordance with my values? What's truly important to me right now? How can I better align my actions with my spiritual beliefs? This practice helps you stay aware of your inner state and make adjustments as needed. Mindfulness is another powerful tool for maintaining spiritual alignment. It involves being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. You can practice mindfulness in many simple ways throughout your day. For example, you might focus on your breath for a few minutes, paying attention to the sensation of inhaling and exhaling. Or you could practice mindful eating, savoring each bite of your meal and appreciating the nourishment it provides. These small acts of mindfulness can help ground you in the present moment and keep you connected to your spiritual self. Connecting with nature is a wonderful way to nurture your spiritual path. Nature has a unique ability to remind us of the larger cycles of life and our place within them. You don't need to live in the wilderness to benefit from nature's healing power. Even in urban environments, you can find ways to connect with the natural world. Take a walk in a local park, tend to houseplants, or simply sit outside and observe the sky. Pay attention to the changing seasons and how they affect your surroundings. This connection can help you feel more grounded and in tune with the rhythms of life. Building a supportive community is essential for staying aligned with your spiritual path. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals can provide encouragement, inspiration, and accountability. Look for groups or communities that share your spiritual interests. This might be a local meditation group, a book club focused on spiritual topics, or an online forum for spiritual discussions. Remember, your spiritual community doesn't have to be large. Even a few close friends who share your values can make a big difference. Of course, staying on your spiritual path isn't always easy. You're likely to face obstacles along the way. These might include skepticism from others, self-doubt, or the pressures of daily life that seem to pull you away from your spiritual practices. It's important to remember that challenges are a normal part of any growth process. When you encounter difficulties, try to view them as opportunities for learning and strengthening your commitment to your path. To overcome these obstacles, it can be helpful to develop strategies in advance. This might include setting aside specific times for spiritual practice, even when you're busy. You could create a morning ritual that includes meditation or prayer, or end each day with a gratitude practice. Having these routines in place can help you stay grounded even when life gets hectic. Another key aspect of staying aligned with your spiritual path is integrating your spirituality into your daily life. This doesn't mean you need to drastically change your lifestyle or withdraw from the world. Instead, it's about finding ways to bring your spiritual values and practices into your everyday activities. For example, you might practice kindness and compassion in your interactions with others, or approach your work with a sense of purpose and service. Look for opportunities to apply your spiritual principles in practical ways throughout your day. Consistency is crucial when it comes to spiritual practices. It's better to do a little bit every day than to have intense spiritual experiences only occasionally. Small, regular actions can create powerful shifts over time. This might mean dedicating just 5 minutes a day to meditation or pausing for a moment of gratitude before each meal. These consistent practices help to weave your spirituality into the fabric of your daily life. Learning and growing are essential components of any spiritual path. Staying curious and open to new ideas can help you deepen your understanding and keep your spiritual journey fresh and engaging. Consider reading books on spiritual topics that interest you, attending workshops or retreats, or exploring different spiritual traditions. You might also find inspiration in art, music, or nature. Remember, growth often happens outside your comfort zone, so be willing to explore new ideas and experiences. There are many resources available for deepening your spiritual knowledge. Local spiritual centers or bookstores often offer classes or discussion groups. Online platforms provide access to a wealth of information, from guided meditations to lectures by spiritual teachers. Podcasts can be a great way to learn while you're on the go. Whatever resources you choose, approach them with an open mind and a discerning heart. As you progress on your spiritual path, learning to trust your intuition becomes increasingly important. Your intuition is like an inner compass that can guide you towards alignment with your true self. It often communicates through subtle feelings, hunches, or sudden insights. Developing your intuition takes practice and patience. Start by paying attention to your gut feelings in everyday situations. Notice when you have a strong sense about something, even if you can't explain why. Over time, you'll likely find that your intuition becomes a valuable guide on your spiritual journey. To strengthen your intuitive abilities, try practices like quiet reflection or journaling. Pay attention to your dreams, as they can often contain intuitive insights. When making decisions, take a moment to check in with your inner feelings rather than relying solely on logical analysis. Remember, intuition isn't about ignoring reason, but about balancing it with your inner knowing. It's important to note that staying aligned with your spiritual path doesn't mean you'll never face challenges or negative emotions. In fact, difficult experiences can often be catalysts for profound spiritual growth. The key is in how you approach these challenges. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, try to view them as opportunities for learning and deepening your spiritual understanding. When you encounter difficult emotions or situations, take a step back and observe them with curiosity rather than judgment. Ask yourself what these experiences might be teaching you. How can they help you grow? Often, our greatest spiritual insights come from our most challenging moments. Remember that your spiritual path is uniquely yours. While it can be helpful to learn from others and explore different spiritual traditions, ultimately, you need to find what resonates with you personally. Don't be afraid to question teachings or practices that don't feel right to you. Your spiritual path should feel authentic and aligned with your deepest values and beliefs. It's also important to be patient with yourself as you navigate your spiritual journey. Growth and change often happens slowly, and there may be times when you feel like you're not making progress. During these periods, it can be helpful to reflect on how far you've come. Look back at where you were a year ago or 5 years ago. You might be surprised to realize how much you've grown and changed. Cultivating gratitude can be a powerful practice for staying aligned with your spiritual path. Taking time each day to appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small, can shift your perspective and help you stay connected to what truly matters. You might keep a gratitude journal or simply take a few moments each day to mentally list things you're thankful for. Another important aspect of maintaining spiritual alignment is self-care. Taking care of your physical and emotional well-being is crucial for spiritual growth. This includes getting enough rest, eating nourishing food, exercising regularly, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. When your basic needs are met, you're better able to focus on your spiritual practices and growth. As you continue on your spiritual path, you may find that your understanding and practices evolve over time. This is a natural part of the process. Be open to these changes and allow your path to unfold organically. What worked for you in the past may not be as effective now, and that's okay. Stay flexible and willing to adjust your practices as needed. It can also be helpful to periodically reassess your spiritual goals and intentions. What do you hope to achieve or experience through your spiritual practices? How have these goals changed over time? Setting clear intentions can help guide your spiritual journey and keep you motivated. Spirituality isn't separate from the rest of your life. It's an integral part of who you are. Look for ways to express your spirituality through your work, relationships, and daily activities. This might mean bringing more compassion to your interactions with others, finding meaning in your work, or expressing your creativity in ways that feel spiritually fulfilling. As you deepen your spiritual practice, you may find that you naturally want to be of service to others. This could take many forms, from volunteering in your community to simply being a compassionate listener for friends and family. Acts of service can be deeply fulfilling and can help reinforce your spiritual values in tangible ways. It's also important to maintain a balance between your spiritual practices and other aspects of your life. While spirituality can be a central focus, it shouldn't come at the expense of your relationships, work, or other important commitments. Strive for integration rather than separation. Remember that staying aligned with your spiritual path is an ongoing process. It requires patience, commitment, and self-compassion. There will be ups and downs, moments of clarity, and periods of confusion. But with consistent effort and an open heart, you can maintain a strong connection to your spiritual self. We've covered a lot of ground in this video, from understanding what a spiritual path is to practical strategies for staying aligned. We've discussed the importance of self-reflection, mindfulness, connecting with nature, and building a supportive community. We've explored ways to overcome obstacles, integrate spirituality into daily life, and continue learning and growing. We've also talked about trusting your intuition and the value of consistency in your practices. Now it's your turn to put these ideas into action. Start small. Choose 1 or 2 practices that resonate with you and incorporate them into your daily routine. Pay attention to how they affect your sense of alignment and well-being. Remember, this is your unique journey. Trust yourself and stay open to the path as it unfolds before you. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of how to stay aligned with your spiritual path. We hope you found this information helpful and inspiring. Remember, every step you take on your spiritual journey is valuable, no matter how small it may seem. Keep moving forward, stay curious, and trust in your own inner wisdom. Your spiritual path is waiting for you. Are you ready to walk it?